This is a story about a group of minions who discovered the magic of magnets. It all started when they were doing their daily minion thing, which mostly consists of making mischief and looking for food. As they were rummaging around in the park, they came across a metal sculpture of a squirrel holding a nut. But this was no ordinary squirrel, it was a magnetic sculpture. And one of the minions, Kevin, accidentally discovered this. He tried to swipe the nut off the squirrel, but the nut wouldn't budge. It was stuck to the squirrel by a mysterious force. Intrigued, the minions decided to investigate. Stuart, the most scientifically minded of the bunch, put forward a rather wacky theory. He believed that the nut was in love with the squirrel and was only leaving because it didn't want to be a burden to him. The other minions, including Bob, who was just happy to see his friends enjoying themselves, went along with this theory. They had no idea that the nut was actually stuck there by a magnet. As Kevin continued to try to steal the nut, the minions began to argue amongst themselves about whether the magical force was love or something else entirely. This went on for a while until Phil, the smallest of the minions, accidentally knocked over a nearby trash can. The trash can happened to be magnetic and made of iron. This discovery caused quite a stir amongst the minions. They had never seen anything like it before. In fact, they had never even seen a magnet before. Excited by their discovery, the minions started playing with the trash can, pushing it around and making it stick to various objects. It was at this point that Stuart realized that there was more to this magical force than just love. He picked up a small piece of metal and approached the trash can. As he brought the metal near the can, it magically stuck to it. At this point, it became clear to Stuart that what they were dealing with was not love, but magnetism. Of course, the other minions didn't understand this either. All they saw was that the metal was now stuck to the trash can and they were very scared. They thought that the trash can was some kind of monster that was growing in size and strength. So they all started running away, which ended up with them getting more and more tangled up in each other. In the end, they all ended up in a heap on the ground, still arguing about whether it was love or magnetism that was holding them back. They never did figure out what it was, but they did learn a valuable lesson about friendship and working together. Or maybe they just learned that magnets are cool. Either way, it was a day in the park that none of the minions would ever forget.